Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Simone the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Happy Thursday. Today is the best day to be thankful. Today we're about to get into some breath work, because without the breath there is no life. Well, somebody's outside blowing bubbles. Today I'm going to be doing my breath work with, of course, my motorbike. I got some motorbike incense burning. We're going to do lotus oil. I bathed in lotus oil this morning, so why not meditate with it? Do my breath work with it. So for today's breath work, what we're going to do is do some deep breaths, slowly inhaling through our nose, holding it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and letting the breath flow from our mouths. When you are exhaling and inhaling, you are ensuring that you are filling up the capacity of your lungs and emptying your lungs. Let's do 40 deep breaths. Starting now. Okay, y'all, so y'all know we have been covering the 5 love languages, and we are on the 4th one today. And the 4th love language is acts of service. For some reason, I feel like I referred to this as acts of kindness yesterday, but same difference. And I gave examples of like gifts I am open to receiving or would prefer to receive, and technically those are acts of kindness. But your service can be a gift. So today, acts of service. What did I want to share about this? Oh, so first and foremost, no one likes to be forced to do anything. Love is always freely given. So if you are in some type of relationship or partnership and acts of service is your love language, demanding that someone does it or demeaning them for not doing it is not going to... I was about to say it's not going to push them to do it, but somebody can do acts of service out of fear. So it may push them to do it, but they're doing it not out of love. They're doing it out of fear. They're doing it because you are demanding them to do it, dictating that they do it. So then they feel as though they don't have a choice. So let me just make this person happy by doing what they want me to do. That's not love. So when you do prefer acts of service as your love language, I want you to think about your approach. Does your person know that your love language is acts of service? Have you guys conveyed that to one another? And if you haven't, or if you did, think about how you will communicate that to them when you want something done. What else? It was something in here I wanted to read to y'all. I should have highlighted it, but I read this when I was in the tub this morning. Oh, man. Dang. Oh, this was the first one. It says, my spouse's criticism about my behavior provide me with clearest clues to her primary love language, his or her primary love language. People tend to criticize their spouse most loudly in the area where they themselves have the deepest emotional need. Their criticism is an ineffective way of pleading for love. If we understand that, it may help us process their criticism in a more productive way. A wife may say to her husband after he gives her a criticism, "It sounds like this is extremely important to you. Could you explain why it is so crucial?" Criticism often needs clarification. Initiating such a conversation may eventually turn the criticism into a request rather than a demand. So what does that mean? So acts of service could be one. What example do I want to use? Quality time. Let's do quality time as an example. So if your partner is always nagging at you, like, we never spend any time together, or why don't you take me out anymore? Instead of you becoming offensive or defensive, you should try to read between the lines. He or she always saying that to me. I wonder what they are getting at. Maybe I need to take them out. Maybe I need to sit them down and get clarification, and we discuss, what does taking you out look like? Where do you like to go? Especially if like money is an issue. Sit down and get more insight as to why they are criticizing you or nagging you about that certain thing, place, person. That's learning how to, communicate. And that's also love, because you're not taking it personally. Like, I know this is my person. I know I love this person. So the goal is to understand this person and grow with this person. The other one I wanted to share was learning the love language of acts of service will require some of us to re-examine our stereotypes of the roles of husbands and wives, or boyfriends and girlfriends. These roles have changed severely over the last several decades, but models from our past can linger, and different cultures have different expectations of the right way things are done in a marriage. So what does this mean? Don't expect to get with somebody who has never done something in general, and now you are expecting them to execute on it. So for instance, one of the examples in here was of this young girl who got married to this guy right out of high school. But when they're recording, he would come over every day and like help her with all her chores. After he ate dinner at their house, he helped her clean up the kitchen and wash the dishes. But as soon as they got married, he assumed that all of the housework would fall onto her. However, I think her name was Mary. Mary was assuming that you gonna continue to help me with everything like you been helping me with everything. But in his mind, that wasn't a marriage. A marriage was what he experienced growing up with his mom and dad. His dad went to work and didn't do anything within the household. Didn't change diapers, didn't cook dinner, didn't wash dishes. So as soon as Mary, I can't even remember his name, was it Dave? Yep. As soon as Mary and Dave got married, he stopped helping her with chores. He stopped, I think like they stopped doing stuff together, and he became like not a nuisance, but like demanding. Why isn't the house clean? Why haven't you done this? Why isn't dinner ready? Why are all these dishes in the sink? Why is this? Why is that? Why haven't you done this? Versus realizing, when I was courting this girl, I literally was helping her with every single thing. And now I'm expecting her to do every single thing by herself. Yes, I may work and leave the house and she may be at home all day. However, we need to sit down and come to some type of consensus about what our expectations are of one another. So don't expect a nigga to move into your house who facing eviction at his last house where you got him from, to come into your house and be the provider and keep up on your bills. Does that make sense? Being able to effectively and intentionally communicate your expectations of your partner is vital. We are not mind readers. You are not a mind reader. So how can I know that you are expecting something of me or from me if you don't communicate it to me? Vice versa. That's why I definitely think all couples, or even if you are single, because y'all know I'm single, should read this book for you to not only determine what your love language is, but for you to read cues on what your significant others or potential significant others' love language is, or reading it together and sitting down and discussing a book together. So yeah. So the journal prompt for today is: list 5 acts of service that you wouldn't mind doing within your relationship. Acts of services do not have to be big. If your partner has washed and dried the clothes and they're sitting in the laundry room because now they're working on dinner, or now they're working with the kids on something, an act of service can be folding the clothes up and putting them up. If your partner has started dinner or cooked dinner and fed everybody and now it's dishes, your act of service can be assisting with the dishes or loading the dishwasher, something. Or if she's working on the dishes after dinner, getting the kids bathed and bed ready. The smallest little things. Like, one of my pet peeves that got me in my last relationship is when we were potty training Quentin Quincy would go in the bathroom with his dad and like use the potty or poop, pee, or whatever, and his dad would leave the shit in the potty all day long, and it wouldn't get emptied until I had time to go, or if I even checked that bathroom to see, or if Quincy went back to the bathroom to use it again, and I see it's a pot full of shit and tissue, and it's like, how much effort was it really gonna take for you to empty this out and clean it since you were already in here? Like, you can't flush a potty. Like, it's just the smallest little things. Taking the trash to the curb when you know it's trash day. Ensuring that trash not piling up in the house. The smallest little things. Oh, told y'all yesterday, if I'm at home with the kids all day or working all day just like you, don't ask me what should we eat for dinner. Come on, use your critical thinking skills and figure something out. Surprise me with dinner so I don't have to figure out what we're doing for dinner, or figure out grocery shopping for dinner, and then getting the groceries, putting them up, cleaning them, cooking it. Just the most, like, the smallest little things are acts of service. In order for you to also to communicate in this love language, whether it is yours or your partner's, you have to be aware. You have to be aware. You have to notice, oh, the trash is piling up. You have to notice, oh, my partner seems kind of overwhelmed and can really use my help with the kids today. Oh, you have to notice, let me take the kids out the house so my partner can get the house situated if that's what they're doing, like trying to do. Oh, it's the weekend. Yeah, I worked all week, but I'm about to spend the weekend hunting or golfing with my buddies, or out with my homegirls doing mimosas and brunch every single weekend, and not tending to your relationship or your household. Again, list 5 acts of services that you wouldn't mind doing within your relationship. Y'all, so today the read is definitely going to be, I think, a love reading. No, I know it's going to, I feel like it's going to be a love reading. We're going to see what come out. And I say that because, like, before I got on here today, I like cracked the window open because I'm burning Palo Santos and incense. And when I cracked the window open, like, a couple of my decks fell, but only a few cards like flipped over when they fell. And one of the cards was sweetness, and the other one was the Ace of Cups. We know the Ace of Cups is a love offering coming in, and of course sweetness, I just correlated to, sweet love, tenderness. Then you got the heart on the card, and it's pink, so it embodies that heart chakra. So let's see what's about to come out. What deck do I want to pull from? I guess I'll do this deck since it's in my hand. This is my Prism Oracle deck. Spirits. I'm near. I'm clear. Ready to hear. What's the message the flock needs to know? Tell me so. Tell me what we need to know. First card that came out is Rejection. And this is giving that sacral plexus or that sacral chakra energy. Y'all, I opened my book up, and the first page I go to is energy. Get the fuck out of here. Rejection. Try to reframe the pain of rejection and consider that whatever rejected you wasn't meant to be a part of your life at this time, whether it be a person, job, or something else. Some even say that rejection is protection. So even though it may really hurt right now, know that something better is waiting for you. Trust that whatever is meant for you is on its way. This was something I had to grasp throughout, not my entire life, but throughout different journeys within my life. So within relationships, within employment, within education, accepting that somebody not accepting you or choosing you is because that opportunity was not for you. Again, like, y'all know I like to use my relationship as an example, but that's one as well. Like, when a relationship ends, especially when you have kids, especially multiple kids with that person, you feel like, why is this happening to me? We were supposed to be together. I had these kids. I spent this time. I spent this energy. I spent this effort. However, that person served for a season and for a reason, but that was not your final destination. So being able to accept that you weren't rejected, you were protected, because your spirit guides, the universe, knew that you weren't aligned, or you deserve better, or I have a better opportunity for you, or I have more abundance for you with this person, in this place, in this town, with this opportunity. So if you have been rejected by a person, a place, a thing, an opportunity, if you have been rejected, it was for your protection. I don't want you feeling resentment from it. I don't want you being regretful. I don't want you feeling like another opportunity is not going to come your way, because it's not true. If anything, it is the universe making room for the right opportunity to come your way. So look at it as a blessing. Give thanks for rejection. Give thanks for those closed doors. Give thanks for those relationships ending. Because now you get to have a new beginning. And take that lesson, the wisdom from that lesson, with you into your next season. I'm doing my cannabis oracle deck. Spirits. I'm near. I'm clear. Ready to hear. What's the message? What needs to know? Tell me. Tell me. What I need to know. You said all relationships. Can you elaborate? Spirits. I am near. I am clear. What's the message? What needs to know? Tell me. Tell me so. Tell me what you need to know. So from this deck, we got two cards. The first one is bliss and trust related to acts of services that apply. So yes, in my opinion, it does. Yeah, definitely. And the smallest little thing, like you could use it in a relationship with your family, with your kids. If I know that I'm at the grocery store and I was just talking to my mom and she said, dang, she need this and she gonna have to do something later, but I'm already in this place, then why not help her along the way? If I know my kids us as parents are constantly, and sometimes, if most times, subconsciously doing acts of service for our kids. Right. Yeah. So in a relationship, even with platonic relationships at work, I see that Johnny left his case on the printer. Let me run this over to him so he don't have to get up looking for it or coming back for it. Like, yeah. So any relationship is applicable. Any relationship, the 5 love languages are applicable, because anytime that you are in an intimate setting, is being vulnerable with somebody. So whether you want to believe it or not, if you are going to work every day, no matter what type of setting it is that you work in, you are spending more time at work most times than you are with your family. So you, whether you realize it or not, are closer to your coworkers than you are to your family, because they get the most of your time. So you can display acts of love or utilize the 5 love languages with anybody, especially when you believe in and are practicing unconditional love. Cairo, You peed in them undies. Come here. Come here. I'm not smiling. Come here then. Cause you big boy, you know better. Why do that? And you just did that, cause that's warm. Take that off. Mommy didn't ask you what you wanted to do. So we got bliss and trust. You said only some relationships require reciprocity. I don't think so. Because I feel like once you do, let's for instance are doing the acts of service as your love language, no matter what the relationship is, you are showing that person was on your mind and you don't mind doing stuff for them, and I think it automatically will happen in return. So when it comes to reciprocity, a person will do it willingly when it is being done for them. I feel like if you are in a relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is, if you are the person that's always doing things or thinking of somebody or showing up for somebody, getting gifts, acts of service, and you don't feel like it is being reciprocated, eventually you're going to start feeling used. You're going to start feeling like, damn, they ain't doing this for me. So obviously it's some type of miscommunication there. Either they don't understand your love language or you haven't effectively communicated your love language. Bliss and trust came out, and it's automatically giving me to trust yourself. When you make a decision, when a decision is made for you, when that rejection comes, trust that it is happening for your betterment. It is happening for your good. Excuse me, love. Cairo, I don't want to hear that. Can you turn that down or go back in the room? How you gonna watch it? Go back in the room. It says, bliss is described as a complete state of happiness or joy and comes from the English word blithe, to find your bliss. We eliminate patterns, habits, and thoughts that take joy away from our daily lives and replace them with things we actually like. Are you doing things you don't actually want or like to do because you feel an obligation to something or someone? Finding your bliss is about bringing your potential and authenticity to a peak and getting lost in it. A bright yellow veil lifts to the tip of this card as you come out of the balance card. You are trusting the non-material world as you follow a blissful breeze. Although this card seems minimal, it is powerful in the aspects you don't see. You must be willing to let the universe support you. We see a platinum light in this card and minor symbolism for the root chakra. That's crazy because as soon as I saw this, I said root chakra. As this card is used in the chakra spread in this book, this card is the card of trust. You must trust that the answers you are seeking are being given. When this happens, your entire soul group of helpers appears through the veil to assist you. New thought pattern. My life flows forward with ease and I act with integrity. You must trust that the answers you are seeking are being given. A lot of us ask for the answers, and then when they're given to us, we be denying it. Nah, that can't be right. Somebody, God, show me who's for me and who's against me. And then he started removing all these people. No, that can't be right. That my brother. That my cousin. That my best friend for the past 15 years. This can't be right. Being able to accept what the universe is showing you. Trusting that the universe is working for your best interest. I'm removing this person because this person isn't adding value. I'm removing this person because this person has been disloyal to you. You might not have experienced it firsthand, but I see all things and know all things. And then we got Eden, seduction. This is giving that devil energy from tarot. Eden, traditionally the devil, holds up her right hand for her masculine energy to let go of behaviors that hamper our spiritual purpose. Her left hand holds a matchstick, symbolizing the ability to receive the many pleasures of life. Eden is the seductress of our mind and the veil of illusion that separates us from our spiritual path. We are seduced by the temptation to control others in order to achieve our desired outcome. We are seduced by the temptation to control others in order to achieve our desired outcome. But just as the chains hang loosely on the beings, we are able to slip away from Eden when needed. The power lies in the illusion that we are helpless. Eden appears when we are feeling, why them, not me energy. All energy springs from the same source and reminds us that even though we appear chained, we are all heading to the same direction. The journey can be walked together if you let go of the need to control every aspect outside of you. To deny your purpose and wish for other gifts is to deny your spiritual power and can realign you to opportunities on a lower frequency than you wanted. Stop feeding the momentum of negativity and spiral into a gratitude rampage. If Eden has appeared to you, it is time to ask yourself, do I feel chained to someone, something, or someplace? Are you chained to that rejection? Are you chained to something not working out? That season that happened how many seasons ago? You still soaking in it, pondering on it. Why are you chained to it? Why is it holding you down and back? What else did I want to say about this card? I don't know, I'm getting the energy of like being forced to do something. It says the power lies in the illusion that we are helpless. That's from the Eden card. And then we know the Bliss card mentions, are you doing something because somebody else wants you to do it? And we were just talking about acts of services and how you communicate that your love language is acts of service, or how you are expecting someone to, provide acts of service to show you that they love you. But not doing it in a demanding and demeaning or dictating way. You ask, do you feel comfortable doing this? Because a person can still ask me or convey that acts of service is their love language, but it's still up to me to say, hey, this does or doesn't align with what I'm willing to do or what I'm open to do. And if you are in a relationship, a romantic or whatever type of relationship it is, you communicating that effectively, then allowing the other person to either accept that or reject that determines how you should move forward. But I don't want anybody out here feeling as if they're helpless and have to do anything in order to keep this relationship, keep this situationship, keep this job. Like, no. Because if you express that isn't a line for you or with you, and they demean you because of that, then that's not for you. Let me do an energy deck, because almost everything been talking about energy, y'all. The energy oracles. Spirits. I am near. I am clear. Ready to hear. Message. What you need to know. Tell me. These too many cards. We gotta start over. We had 5 cards to follow. 6 cards to follow. No, ma'am. Spirits. I'm near. I'm clear. Does anything want to come out? Say, since you didn't want the 6 cards, I'm not going to give you anything. Let's see. What do I do with the book? We got Angel of Love. Let's see. Did I show y'all this? Angel of Love, tender connections. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. What's crazy is I got on here saying this might be a love reading. And Spirit is saying, and I got on here talking about how I'm single. Y'all think this for me? If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward. What does this mean, Simone? You gotta be tender, compassionate, and nurturing to yourself before you can offer that to anybody else. Genuinely offer it, because we know it's a lot of wolf in sheep clothing out here. And the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. And the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. I told you, once you become the light, you're going to attract and align with the light. Meaning that everything outside of you will become the light. Your soul tribe, the people you interact with, the people you work with, the people you create with, the people you confide in. Affirm, I love and value myself without limitation or condition. Tender, loving treatment comes to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. So the angel of love is coming in. Let me know if you are trying to align with a relationship, or if you are trying to what's the word? Enhance the relationship that you're already in, you know, by learning more about that person, learning the love language of that person. What else did I want to say? This card is also giving that once this tender connection does come in, don't lose yourself. Don't become so engulfed in that person that you no longer have your own identity. No, your identity should still be separate, and you guys, girls, come together and you cohabitate. But you cohabitate with, again, your own identity. So I bring something to the table, you bring something to the table, and together we create something together. Does that make sense? But don't, I'm not going to do this because he doesn't want me to do this. Or I'm not going to do that because she doesn't want me to do that, in the sense of them not making you not want to do it. Not because you don't want to do it. It's one thing for, I know this doesn't really make my significant other happy or satisfied doing this. So because I care about his or her feelings, I'm not going to do it as much, or I'm not going to do it as all, because ultimately they come first in a sense. That's why I'm in a relationship. Because if you aren't able to, I hate saying compromise. I hate using compromise. But today, if you aren't able to compromise in a sense, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. You're not ready for a relationship. Let's see. Let's do tarot. Look, this was the Ace of Cups that came out of this deck. Spirits. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. 12:32. Everything happens in divine order. Ooh. We got the 6 of Wands that hopped out. We got the victory. I got the victory. The victory. Spirits. I am near. I am clear. Ready to hear. What's the message? The thought needs to know. Just give me all these cards. We had the Knight of Cups yesterday. You know what? Since this tarot, I'm going to take all 4 of these cards. So the first card that came out was the 6 of Wands. That victory energy. You overcoming a challenge. You on your high horse. Damn. Then these 3 cards fell out together. So we got the Queen of Cups. That's that emotional stability, that love offering, that consumption of love, abundantly loving. The Knight of Cups coming in. Then we got the Ace of Wands. So we got 2 Wands and 2 Cups. So that's that fire energy and that water energy. This is, the aces are always like new beginnings. And it's so crazy because y'all know we had that rejection card. You were rejected from something, and Spirit is letting you know that I didn't let that go through because I have something better for you. Let's see. What am I in? 6 of Wands. Okay, so 6 of Wands. You're reaping the benefits of your efforts after a time of rivalry and opposition. At this time, you should feel proud of your achievements and savor your moment in the spotlight. Your supporters are with you to celebrate your success. You have earned the right to feel triumphant. Embrace your inner winner. Embrace your inner winner. What does that mean? Don't feel defeated. Don't feel defeated. We got Queen of Cups. Compassionate, loving, and fiercely protective, the Queen of Cups also listens well, making her an excellent friend and confidant. When it comes to making decisions, the Queen relies on her intuition and feelings rather than logic or reason. If you're the Queen, try trusting your own instincts more in the future. You have all the wisdom you need within you. You have all that you need within you. You need nothing outside of you. What card do you? Damn. The energy deck. How I just was speaking on the angel of love, and it said that you have to, damn, what was his that words? Oh, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the compassionate that you demonstrate towards yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. Trusting your own instincts, going within yourself, loving on yourself, being a good listener to yourself. What is yourself telling you, and are you listening? When your intuition gives you that nudge, that rumble in your tummy, that hair rising, the goosebumps popping up, are you listening to yourself? We got Knight of Cups. As a true master of his feelings, the Knight always remains calm, cool, and collected. He has an innate sense of justice and is always ready and willing to fight for what's right. If this is you, be reminded that you have nothing to prove to anyone else because you know you can handle whatever comes your way with ease and confidence. So when you reject it, y'all don't go out here throwing a hissy fit, a temper tantrum when something doesn't go your way. No, have the faith that you are really accepting that door being closed because you are being aligned with something greater. That door being closed working in your favor. I think it does take, practice, because we are so used to allowing things outside of us to validate us. So then when we don't receive something, or when someone leaves us or deserts us, we feel as though we aren't valid enough or we didn't have the right thing to satisfy them. And that could have been the case. However, the universe is going to align you just as you are with someone or something that is looking for exactly what you have, exactly who you are. Then we got the Ace of Wands. This is a turning point in your life. A bold decision, action, or event will set in motion the circumstance My bad, y'all. I had to take that. Quentin's tonsils are so inflamed that they've been a concern for me. So I had to reach out to his, I can't even pronounce it, otolaryngologist, I think. To see is this an emergency? Should I be rushing my baby to the emergency room? Do I need to bring him in for a visit with you or what? But they just reassured me because he has no other symptoms, literally no other symptoms. His tonsils are just enlarged, and they were like, well, if there's no other symptoms, then it's really not a concern, because we wouldn't remove them if there's not any other symptoms. So that just reassured me that I'm doing everything right. I am working with some herbs to help with inflammation and with cleansing the lymphatic system. So let's work with that. And the other thing was I couldn't get an appointment until her first availability wasn't until September or October. So that's a good thing. I had to take that phone call. It's allowing me to exhale just to ensure that my baby is okay. But so Ace of Wands, let me give y'all that again. It says, this is a turning point in your life. A bold decision, action, or event will set in motion the circumstances leading to you achieving your goals. Don't hold back. Be inspired to follow your dreams. You can trust your intuition and be unafraid to take risks. The rewards will be worth it. So, in my opinion, I am getting that even though you were rejected, it's a million other doors you can go knock on. It's a million other applications you can go submit. It's a million other people that you can align with that will assist you in reaching your goals, your achievements, your destiny. Just because one person said no, just because one job didn't hire you, just because you got one denial, does not mean that you will not align with it down the line. It might take 5-10 more doors to knock on. It may take 5-10 more applications to submit before you get that opportunity. However, the divine is saying don't give up. I'm reassuring you that this opportunity is coming your way. I'm reassuring you that this new beginning is aligning with you. I'm reassuring you that you're destined to accomplish your goals. You're destined to that intuitive feeling you got, that dream you downloaded, that creation that is in your mind. You're destined to prevail. I'm gonna do one more deck. My crazy, sexy. I want this deck to be crazy, sexy, cool so bad. Talking about TLC album. But I think it's crazy, sexy, love or something, y'all. It's the last card. Then we're finna get out of here and then go outside and get some sunlight. It is bright, sunny, shining in Atlanta today, and I need to go ground myself and get some vitamin D. It stormed all day yesterday. It stormed all day yesterday. Wow, I didn't even realize this card was on the floor when the deck fell earlier. Intuition. The divine is being clear. Are you trusting your intuition? Are you listening to your intuition? Or are you questioning yourself? Not trusting yourself. Trusting what your body is telling you, showing you. Spirit, I am near. I am clear. I'm ready to hear. What's the message? What needs to know? Tell me. Tell me so. Tell me. One more card before I go. And tell me 3 cards. I'll take it. We get slowed down a lot. So we got 3 cards that came out. The first one is You Are Awesome. Swish, I'm balling. I'm so awesome. Oh, bitch keep calling. Hello? She think I'm awesome. You are awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it. Strengthen it. Praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delight will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to heck, I'm pretty awesome too. That's a reoccurring thing. I told y'all what came out. That love angel card came out, but I'm constantly reiterating to you that once you become the light, you are going to align with and inspire everyone else around you. Girl, you're glowing. Girl, you're glowing. I resonate with that. I'm attracted to that. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. There's no way you can get into a relationship with someone else if you do not know yourself, if you do not trust yourself, if you do not know how to love yourself. The next one that came out is risk it. Great things are born from those brave enough to fly, those who are willing to risk failure. Your dreams require action, and you're ready to make a move. Remember, you have nothing to lose. Even if you flop, you'll receive valuable insight. So get off your butt and take a leap. Go for it. Even if you flop, you'll receive valuable insight. I told y'all, it ain't no losses. We always gonna win, because we gonna win a lesson. We gonna gain wisdom. We gonna gain insight. Hell, we gonna gain fucking lightness. Because even if you feel like you lost a person, no, that's the universe removing that person. No, I need you lighter to reach higher. I need you lighter to reach higher, baby. Then we gotta slow down. We get slowed down a lot. Spirit is reiterating how you need to incorporate some type of breath work, ritual, or meditation practice in order for you to intentionally make decisions. When we are malnourished, meaning we don't have efficient vitamins and nutrients, and we not getting enough sleep, we're dehydrated, we are desperate, we are eager to manifest things and align with things versus allowing it to flow. We try and force it. The divine is saying, slow down, baby. You got your hands in the air with your feet on the gas. You about to wreck your future, running from your past. You need to slow down. When it feels like our world is spinning out of control, it's easy to get overwhelmed. This is a good time to begin a daily meditation practice. Your mind is the most open and receptive in the morning, which is why it's helpful to start your day with centering exercises. Cultivate stillness within and know that there is no rush. At the end of our days, we won't care about our to-do list. We'll wish we had loved more, lived more, and been at peace. Don't wait. Slow down now. I'm getting, I'm gonna do a closing message for all the cards, but if you are in the midst of some type of rejection or redirection, Spirit is saying slow down. Meditate on it. Take a deep breath. See if that was the right path to take. See if that is the right destination that you are seeking. Or have you been influenced by your environment and by low vibrational people? When you sit within yourself and know who you are and whose you are, you know what you deserve. So let's see what cards came out today. So we started with rejection. Is somebody out there that's resenting that they got rejected and feel like, oh no, since this person, place, or thing rejected me, that I'm unvalued. I offer nothing. Woe is me. And that's not the energy we should be having. Not why is this happening to me? We talked about this yesterday. How or why is this happening for me? How is this happening for my betterment? How is this happening for my good? Don't you sulk in that door, shutting in your face. No, accept it. Thank you. Thank you for slamming that door. Now I know I can go knock on these to see which one is for me. Versus that door opening and then you spending 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 years on a job and realize I'm only here for the paycheck. I'm only here for the paycheck. I haven't grown in the last 40 years, but I didn't got a check. Now, Spirit is saying when rejection comes your way, allow it to and accept it with open arms. With open arms. Woo, thank you. Woo, thank you. Because whatever that rejection hindered you from experiencing is for your betterment. It stopped you from having to put up with something that the universe don't want you to put up with. No, nah. That's the universe telling you, you better than that. Yeah, you applied for. Yeah, you got the interview. But they didn't choose you because you better than that. I'm trying to give you more than that. Okay, so rejection came out first. And then what I do next? Then we had the Cannabis Oracle deck. We had Seduction and Bliss to come out. Trusting yourself. Trusting that, hey, this vision is so embedded in me that I'm not going to allow rejection to deter me. This vision is so embedded in me that I'm not going to allow rejection to deter me. Meaning that once that door closed, I'm not going to change my goal. No, I'm going to go harder. I'm about to go knock on 100 more doors to see who's going to align with me. Which one is for me? Which one is going to give me the most money? The most growth? And also that bliss on that card is being able to be at peace with trusting yourself. Y'all know the biggest thing about like being in the midst of the foreclosure process and the decisions I made on how I wanted to journey through this process, I had to trust myself. I could not allow outside influences to tell me what I should do or what I ought to do or what I should have done. I had to be at peace with my decision. Well, this route is what's making me the most happiest. So being able to make a decision and stand on your decision. Don't allow something outside of you to sway you. Even if it doesn't work out the way that you assumed it's going to work out, you took that risk. You gained wisdom from that lesson. You gained some type of insight. Whether it went wrong or right, you came out on top. You came out on top. Compared to somebody who not even taking a risk. Who just doing the same thing they've been doing for the last 10 years. Thinking that the risk or the reward is just going to fall into their lap. And they ain't meditating. They ain't doing no inner work. They not doing no shadow work, no breath work, nothing, but it's just gonna fall in their lap. The Eden card came out, Seduction, telling us to not feel as though you're helpless. You see these chains on them? Look how loose they are. All you gotta do is wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle to get yourself a loose. Do not ever feel like that you are tied to something. No. There are a million different opportunities out there. If something isn't serving you, whether it is a person, place, a thing, tangible or intangible, you have the right to go in a different direction. You have a right to release that and not feel bad about it. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. This isn't working for me. This is causing anguish. This is causing anger. This is causing stress. And we already discussed how all of those things lead to bigger diseases, cancers, tumors, cysts, and we no longer align with that. Then we got the Angel of Love card coming out, telling you that in order for you to love somebody else, you have to know how to love yourself. In order for you to love somebody else, you have to love yourself. You have to be compassionate with yourself. You have to be able to trust yourself. You have to know how to communicate with yourself. When your intuition is communicating with you, what are you saying back? I don't believe you. That's not going to happen. I'm going to do this instead. Then we got Tarot coming out. When we had Tarot coming out, we had the Six of Wands, victory. Victory, yeah, you was rejected. However, you are walking into your victory season. Victory is yours. I gave you that dream, that download, for you to achieve it, for you to align with it, for you to be prosperous. The Ace of Wands came out ensuring that the new beginning is here. The new beginning is here. Just because when that door closed, it allowed another one to open. When that path stopped, it allowed you to get on another one, to go down another one. Then we got the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups coming out, ensuring that we are emotionally stable. We know how to communicate our feelings and our emotions effectively, intentionally. The Queen of Cups came out being a good listener. We talked about that. Was that sometime this week? I think so. Impeccably listening. Impeccably listening. You cannot be a great communicator if you cannot listen. It's not possible, because all you're gonna be doing is talking and not really responding to what I have said. Then the last cards that came out, risk it. Take the risk. Continue to fail over and over and over again, because each time you fail, you gain a lesson. That didn't work. Oh, these two things didn't work, so I know not to do these two things. And what's crazy is, and I'm not gonna say I'm over exaggerating. I don't even really know a number, but when it comes to like scientists like Einstein and Tesla, I can't even think of anybody else off the top of my head, but do you know how many fails they had before they got their what do I want to call it? Their successes? Do you know how many fails they experienced before they reached a success? And I'm talking about, it's crazy, because I think I read an article and it's something like 90, 200 fails. So imagine doing something for 200 times, 200 different ways, and it fails. But all you had to do was 201 more times, or one more time to make it 201. For you to reach your goal, for you to be successful. We pulled a card yesterday. I can't even think of the name of it. What was the name of that card? It was from that chakra deck. Perseverance. It was a actress. I think she wanted to be a famous actress or something, and she like had this like cloak that she loved, and she had been working years towards this goal. But one day she's just like, you know what? This isn't working. I haven't reached my goal. I'm not successful as I wanted to be. And she gave up. She just stopped seeking and pursuing that goal. And all she had to do was turn the corner. And there her success was. And Spirit is saying, never give up. Risk it. Take the risk, even if you got to take the risk a million times. Even if you got to take the risk a million times, I'm telling you that all things are working for your good. Because even if you flop, you'll receive valuable insight. You are awesome. You are awesome just as you are, with what you have or don't have. You are perfect just the way you are. You are awesome. So that rejection doesn't validate you or determine your worth or value. Do not attach yourself to an outcome of something outside of you. Oh, I'm gonna apply for this job, and I guess if I don't get it, I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough experience, or I don't have that. And of course, they'll give you any type of excuse to not choose you. However, I want you to accept that rejection and know that, oh, I'm better than this. Oh, I don't have enough skills for this. That's because I have too many skills for this. Somebody else is looking for the exact set of skills that you have. You are awesome just the way you are. And when you accept how awesome you are, you will emit that to everyone and everything around you and inspire them to live in their awesomeness as well. Then finally, slow down. A reoccurring theme, Spirit is being clear. Indulging in your breath work, having some type of meditative practice, sitting with yourself, doing your inner work, being able to listen to yourself. The Queen of Cups came out. She's a good listener, but are you listening to you? Do you hear you? Or are you so consumed with all of the noise and distractions around you that everything is influencing you? I hope this message added value. I am Simone the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Have a thankful Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow.